Hi, it's Father Tom here at the Enders House on Enders Island at St. Edmund's Retreat, and I've invited Brother David Martins to have coffee and a little conversation. David is a novice for the Society of St. Edmund, and within the year he'll take his first vows as a member of the community, and we're excited that formation for the Society is more or less moved down here to Connecticut, to Enders Island, and we have a number of other young men who are interested in joining the Society. So there's a real resurgence of the Society of St. Edmund happening here at Enders. Initially, we came to Enders Island to form the novitiate here in 1954, and so it's wonderful to see it coming along.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to talk about some of the things that have happened this year at St. Edmund's Retreat on Enders Island. So thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me. It's a return to our roots.
There you go.
Novitiate back at Enders Island. It's good stuff.
From your perspective, what do you think's been the most significant thing that has happened in the church and here at St. Edmund's Retreat this past year?
I mean, other than COVID-19? Because that's probably the obvious answer.
Yeah.
I mean, I think just the, here at Enders, probably, I would say, the ongoing success of our residents, the ongoing sort of experience that they're having in their recovery and their growth experience, between the guys that went to Selma, the guys who've moved on in school to the next phase. I think that the ongoing success of our recovery community members is probably the...
One of the young men who spent a year with us was recently sworn into the Connecticut Bar, which was an exciting thing. And another has moved back from Dallas to Connecticut, and he has a job in intensive care at one of the local hospitals, and he's married with a baby. And so our recovery resident alumni, I guess you'd call them, have been doing extremely well. And COVID really has kind of coalesced a real sense of community and fellowship amongst the fellows who are here now. Even three of our young men should be off on campus somewhere, but because campuses are closed, they asked if they could stay as part of the community, and they've been doing their semester's academic work online. But online has become a real interesting opportunity for us. And we started when we first closed down, having Mass on Sunday, broadcasting Mass, and we've developed a whole cadre of opportunities and programs. We did a retreat for people in recovery on the weekend of Palm Sunday. And we had over 270 people who signed in for that retreat over the weekend, which gave us the notion that people were in need of having spiritual opportunities, prayer opportunities, intellectual, spiritual challenges. Even though they couldn't come to the island or go to their parish church, we could develop programs to go to them.
And you know, it's interesting when you think about it, there's this whole, so we've been doing this COVID thing since March, right? So there's a whole generation, if you will, of people in recovery who've never been to, potentially have never been to an in-person AA meeting.
Right.
I mean, there's this whole, you know, sort of all those people that are celebrating 9 months and 6 months, and they're picking up these coins at these benchmarks in their recovery, and their experience of recovery is totally different than what like yours and mine was going in, you know, going to meetings and developing that in-person experience. So it's important that all aspects of life right now are looking to the internet, and the church has to be the same, because that's where people are. That's where we have to be right now.
I told an official from the Archdiocese of New York that I said, we're nimble enough and flexible enough to be able to respond to needs and be creative, where sometimes dioceses and parishes are a little hesitant or bogged down by bureaucracy. And so many different things have developed. We're offering, beginning in January, a whole series of online spiritual renewal, educational, catechesis, evangelization programs. And you can find out more about it by going to our website, which is endersisland.org. That's Endersisland, one word, .org. The other thing that's happened is, you take opportunities as they present themselves. Just as we were getting ready to celebrate sober St. Patrick's Day in March, and we were inviting a pipe and drum group, bagpipes, to come and play when we were celebrating sober St. Patrick's Day. And I said to one of the fellows, I've always wanted to learn to play the bagpipes. And he said, well, I teach them. And so when everything kind of closed down and, we were looking around, I wasn't going anywhere, people weren't going anywhere, I started to learn to play the bagpipes. And for Christmas, I got a set of bagpipes. Now, the only problem is these are a complicated monster to try to learn how to play. When you learn, begin to learn, you learn with just, I dropped it, the chanter. That's part of it. Well, it's just the fingering. And now I've learned 4 songs on the chanter, and now I have to learn how to blow the thing up, squeeze the air, make the sound, and keep my fingers moving in the right order. So hopefully by 2021, I'll be able to play you a song next Christmas. I'll work on it. But I think one of the things that is exciting is there are so many opportunities. People see all the stumbling blocks. Mm-hmm. We look for the opportunities.
I think you're right. I said to people on that retreat, I remember saying to them, the question to ask ourselves, I think from a spiritual perspective is, what does God want me to look at about my life and about myself? What does he want me to look at so badly that he stopped the whole world in order for me to do it? Mm. Because each of us were where we were during COVID for a reason. This could have happened anytime, but it didn't. It happened now. And all of us were where we were. For some reason, nothing happens outside of God's plan. So what's God calling us to look at? What does God want us to get from this experience? Because if we come through this whole COVID thing and we haven't learned anything about ourselves or grown in any way, I think really it's a missed opportunity. So I think whether that's developing the work that we do, but even our own spiritual lives, I think to look inward and say, well, let me take advantage of this kind of step back from the normal pace and really kind of use it to look inward and see, what's God trying to whisper in my heart.
And one of the things that is blocking that, I think, for a lot of people is fear and anxiety. Mm-hmm. I'm fond of saying, and I really believe this, the only thing I fear is eternal damnation. Mm-hmm. Other stuff might cause me to hesitate or to be worrisome in a little bit of way, but too many people, I think, are paralyzed by anxiety and fear. And the message of the angel to the shepherds on that first Christmas was, be not afraid. Mm-hmm. And that message is a message that we have to proclaim, not only in words, but the way we go about encountering our ministry and the many opportunities. Mm-hmm. So you never know what opportunity is out there and what grace that we will receive to meet those challenges and to turn the stumbling blocks of our lives into stepping stones. So as we bring 2020 to a close, let us be grateful of all of the blessings. Yeah, the blessings we've received. And let us enter into 2021 with a real sense of hope. Real sense of hope that what lies before us is a myriad of opportunities for us to grow in intimacy not only with God, but with each other and ourselves. May this new year bring each of you and all of you abundant blessings. May the Lord fill you with hope, deepen your faith, and fill you with a real sense of the wonder and the gratitude of His love. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord let his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord hold up his countenance to you and grant you his peace. Look forward to chatting with you again real soon. God bless you.